This is No Frills ASMR. I thought today we could go over just some blackjack basics and blackjack strategy in case you ever want to play. Last night I did a crossword puzzle and I played a hand of blackjack because, well, first of all, I noticed that I lost some subscribers after that. So I understand that for some people this is a touchy subject, but I don't encourage gambling in any way. I play blackjack like a for relaxation. It's just a game I play a lot. And when I was little, my mom and dad started doing a lot of cruises and going to Las Vegas. That was back when they'd give you free rooms and stuff. So he started getting into blackjack, and he would play with us kids a lot just for practice. And we always had fun with pennies. And when my kids were little, I played because I think it's kind of good for math skills. So we'd all play, and I'd be dealer. And we'd all sit around the dinner table playing. So I guess I don't think of blackjack as a gambling game. I mean, I know it is, and I do think of it that way. But it's also just kind of a fun card game to play. So anyway, having said all that, I mean, I can't please everybody. The truth is, I'm just a regular person. I am going on a cruise later this year, and I don't really play too much in the casino, but I run around and watch my sister and stuff because she plays slots. But I did sign up for a blackjack tournament, and I think the strategy is a little different when you play a tournament, but we'll just do basic strategy. All right, so I'm going to put 3 hands out here and the dealer's hand here, I think. Well, that looks good. And I'll just put all these cards face up so that sometimes they might be dealt face down, but excuse me. All right, so the object of blackjack is to get as close as you can to 21 without going over. Sometimes the game is even called 21 instead of blackjack. So that's, if you go over, then you're bust. And bust means no good. So you're trying to get as close as possible to 21 without going over. And you are competing against the dealer, who's right here. And the dealer has 1 card down and 1 card up. You're not competing against the people sitting next to you. They're all playing against the dealer. So it's each person against the dealer. So the whole table wants the dealer to go bust, because then they all win. So, you know, it's kind of fun in that sense that you can all root against the dealer together. But yeah, anyway. All right, so this in ace can count as an 11 and 11 or as a 1. It holds both those values. All the other cards, the face cards are all 10, 10s are 10, and then every other card's just its regular value. But the ace is a 1 or an 11. So this is what's called a soft 13, meaning that it's a 13 in its largest form, but it could also be just 3. So you decide on a soft 13. The dealer has this 3 up, and your assumption, because there are 4 10s, there are 4 jacks, there are 4 queens, and there are 4 kings, so there are a lot of 10 value cards within the deck. So your assumption is that there is a 10 underneath here. Now, of course, it could be the other cards, but it is most likely to be a 10 value card. So knowing that, you're going to assume the dealer has 13. And that is not a great place for the dealer to be in, because now these rules can vary from table to table if you're in a casino. But generally, at least at our game, a dealer will have to hit on 16. So if this hand is 16 or less, they're going to have to take another card. So with a 13 that we're assuming this guy has, we will assume they're most likely to get a 10 and they'll go bust. So the likelihood of them going bust, which is over 21, is better than most hands. So now you have a decision to make. Do you stand on your soft 13? Probably not. Do you hit your soft 13? Probably, because you can't go bust. Or do you want to double down? And a double down means if you have a bet of $1 out, you put out one more dollar, so now you have $2, and you get one single card. I did print up, this is sort of a strategy sheet, what they recommend, because I haven't played in a long time and I wasn't sure I'd exactly remember. But these are handy if you're learning how to play. You can print this up or look it up. But a soft 13, which is an ace 2, against a 3, they say just hit it. They would double down if the dealer had a 5 or a 6, but not on a 3. So the H means hit, the D means double down, and the S means split. No, stand. Wait a minute. What did I just say? Oh, hit. Oh, that's stand. That's double down. That's hit. Oh, here are the pairs. These are pairs. Okay. The pairs, you can, we'll show you that. Hopefully we'll get one, but we'll talk about that later when we come to it. Okay, let's stick with this. So what do they tell us to do? Hit it? All right. So if you don't double down, then you can take as many cards as you feel you need to. But if you double down, you'll get one card. I think that rule can change depending on the table and where you're at, but that's usually the rule. All right, so boom. So now you have a hard 13, because this is 3 and this is 10. So a 13 against a 3, because you're pretty likely to get another 10 and go bust, and you just want to kind of stay in the game because you're hoping the dealer will go bust, you probably don't want to hit that. In this case, because the dealer has a bust card. Now, if the dealer had like, let's say the dealer, instead of that 3, had an 8 here, then you want to hit that because you're not going to beat him. If he pulls out a 10 and has 18, you lose. So the chances are you're going to lose against that. So then you'd take another, hit. But since he has a 3 up, you're hoping he'll go bust. Okay, so a 17 against a 3, you just wave it off. You say, nope, I'm just going to stand. A 16 against a 3, just wave that off. You're just going to stand. It's not a great hand, but it's the one you've been given. All right, so things are looking good. So he has a 13, so now he has to hit this. And we're hoping there's another 10. Yeah, what would it be? 9 or up? Okay, yeah, see, so he went bust. So this guy's hand, he lost, and he has to pay you, and he has to pay you, and he has to pay you. So everyone got paid. Did that make sense? But they don't all work that well. Trust me. And the problem with casinos, there's a casino near where I live. I have never been, but they're just too expensive. Like back in the day when I'd go to Vegas, you could find $2 tables at the Las Vegas club, but we'd play like $3 tables. And but I don't think there's such a thing as that anymore. In fact, I thought my son said he went and it was a $15 minimum table. That's crazy. You could burn through money so fast. You better know what you're doing. Okay, so now we have a 12 against a 3. This is called a hard 12 because it's not an ace. So it's a 12 against a 3. Now that one, you could make a decision on that, whether you want to just stay in the game and stand and take your chance or hit it. But I think the book is looking at, what's it called? The strategy based on Vegas. I can't think of the word. I've been forgetting words a lot. But anyway, statistics, and they would say to hit this, I think. So we'll take a hit, but boom, look, bust. So you lose your money. Dealer takes the money. You're out. All right, this is a soft 18 because you have 7 plus 11. So a soft 18. I think you stand. Let's double check the sheet. I can't remember. A soft 18 against a 3 is double if allowed, otherwise stand. So some tables might not allow you. All right, well, double. That means you put out a second bet and you'd like just push it out there. And then the dealer will kind of separate them out, I think. Or maybe whatever. Anyway, so it's a soft 18 and you get a 5. So now you have, 13? Yeah, 13. So that's, not great. And you got to double your bet up there, but you're hoping they go bust. On this 16, you're just going to wave them off and stand because you're too likely to go bust if you take a hit. So let's see what the dealer has. Okay, we're looking good. We're hoping for a 10. Can we get it? Oof. So that's 14. All right, that's okay. They got to take another card. Open for a 10, open for a 10. Ooh. 14, 15, 16, 17. So they stand on 17. They won't hit that. And what did we say? This was 13. Sorry. You lose and you lose all your bet. You lose and you lose your bet. Oh, dealer's the big winner. So you can, all right, so now all our players they're even right now, right? They all lost 1 and 1. I think so. I may have to put together whoa. All the 10s are coming out. Hey. Okay. So a 9. So you're assuming the dealer has a 10, probably a 19. So on this 16, even though it stinks because you're likely to go bust, what you should do is take a hit. I mean, that's just because otherwise the chances are you're going to lose to this 9 because it's probably a 19. Even though we know a lot of 10s are out because I'm playing with one hand, this would change things because you could count cards. But at a casino, they have like 9 hands in a shuffler. You can't really do much for counting cards anymore. Look at you. 21. That was a great hit. So now you're sitting there, you're feeling good. All right, this guy's got 20. Just going to wave it off. Stay with that. That's a good hand. 18, there's nothing you can do but hope the dealer doesn't really have a 10 under here. All right, let's see. Okay, so 20. I'm trying to remember. Does the dealer just stay or do they consider that a 10? I think they just stay. Yeah. Oh, I've never been a dealer. But I think they just stay on that. So you're going to win. This guy won. This one pushed, which means we have the same amount. So we neither win or lose. You keep your money. I don't pay you. This guy lost. So we had a win, a lose, and a push. So we're still even right now, right? Overall, amongst all our hands. All right, I'm going to shuffle this. But I think I'm going to put together one just so we have an example. If you guys don't mind. Okay, hold on. Let me just. Look, I was going to put that together and it's the bottom 2 cards. How convenient. Okay, boom. Boom. What? I did not do that. Okay. So, this guy has blackjack and is going, yeah, I won. But the problem is the dealer has a 10 up. So real quick, the dealer, they used to have to pick them up, but now I think they have like a little mirror thing. They take a quick look. I'll show you guys so you know what I know. To see if they have an ace, and they don't. So they go, okay, you get paid. So I think they pay you right away. So this person's paid. And usually with blackjack, you get paid time and a half. That's not your bet and a half. I don't remember what they call it. But so if you had like a $2 bet, you'd get paid $3. So big win. Okay, this guy has what's called a pair of eights. And what you can do when you have a pair is you can split them and make two separate hands. And eights are the most splittable pair because if you leave them, you have 16, which is the worst hand you can have. A 16 is a bad hand because you're very likely to go bust if you take a hit on 16, and you're very likely to lose to the dealer if you don't take a hit on 16. So what you do is say, it's not the best situation because the dealer has a 10, but actually, I know I'm correct, but let's just double check. I know I'm correct. Well, you split eights against everything, but see, if you have 2 eights, you split against everything. But if you have 2 nines, you split sometimes. So this is something you kind of want to try to memorize before you go to if you're playing somewhere. However, to be honest, at most casinos, if you are unsure, you can say, what does the book say? And usually the dealer will say, the book would say to split that. They're usually pretty nice. But, or another player at the table. People are pretty nice usually about that stuff. Or maybe that's because I'm a woman. They're nice to me. I don't know. It probably might be different for a man. I'm not sure. Anyway, all right. So you're going to put out another bet. And you're not touching your cards, but you just put out another bet, and then the dealer will split them up like that. And this is a rule that can change depending on the casino, but no, actually I take that back. I think you can take as many cards as you want after the split. I think that's true everywhere. Some casinos have funky rules, like you can only take so many cards. Or I remember Las Vegas casino used to have, if you took, it was something like 4 hits and didn't bust, you automatically got paid. They had some funny rule like that. I can't remember. Anyway, okay, so each card, you get a card. So now you're at 13. So you have to decide, do you want another hit or do you want to stand? Well, against a 10, you're going to have to hit it. Oh, you got 21, right? 16, 19, 20, 21, yeah. I could never be a dealer because I'd have to be like 17, 18. Okay, that's great. Okay, so now you go, great, that's great. Move over here and you kind of tap in front of that one. Okay, 17. So you're just going to stand on that because if you hit a 17, pretty high chance you'll go bust. So it's not a great hand, but you're going to stand. 17 here, stand. And we're hoping this guy has a 6 underneath. So everybody's going 6, 6, 6, 6. Nope, a 10. So this guy already won. This guy wins, he gets paid. This guy loses. So that broke even. And this guy loses. So let's see, we broke even here. We had a loss and a win. So we're up, because we were even before this, right? So we're up by a half bet right now because the blackjack paid an extra. So we're not, All right, I kind of want to put together, well, we'll just see what falls. Ooh, clubs. Lots of clubs. That doesn't matter. Suits don't matter in blackjack. Not at all. Unless you're playing sometimes they'll have side poker bets or things, but I think that's just online. I don't know. All right. So now we have, guys, remember what this is. So the ace can be 11 or 1. So it's a soft 14. We had this hand already, didn't we? Against a 3. And we doubled on it. Is that right? A soft 14. Oh, no, we just did it. See, I kind of like to double on stuff sometimes just because I always think they're going to go bust. And it doesn't hurt anybody else, you know what I mean? All right. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 21. We should have double. Oh, well. All right. 16 against a 3. We're going to stand. 17 against a 3. We'll stand. All right. Let's hope for a 10 under here. Oh, yeah. Now let's hope for a 10 here. 10, 10, 10, 10. Oh, 15. Okay, they got to take one more. This is good. 10, 10, 10, 10. Oh, no. Dealer gets 21. Push, lose, lose. Not push. Yeah, push. Wait, yeah. Ugh, boy. All right, so now we are down. Now we're down. We'll just say up or down. We're down. Overall. Shucks. Okay. I almost want to set up a hand to make it exciting. All right. 19 against a 12. You're just going to stand. 4, 5, 6, 7 against a 2 up. I think you just hit that, right? What else would you do with that? Yeah, you're just going to 8, 9 and hit it again. 14. 14. Let's take a look. 14 against a 2 stand. Yep, that's a crummy hand. Okay, 17 against a 2, you're just standing. All right, so let's really hope there's a 10 under here. Oh boy. All right, they got to take another hit. So that's 17. I think they just stop on that. I think that's how dealers work. I think as soon as they get beyond 16, they just stop. So they would stop. So this one pays, this one loses, and this one is a push. That's called a push. So let's see. Pays, loses, push. So we're still down. All right. I got enough for one more hand here. Maybe I do. All right. A 4 is what they call a bust card. So the dealer has a bust card up. But you have 15. You're just going to stand because you don't want to go bust. You're hoping they'll go bust. 19, you're just going to stand. 7, you got to take a hit. 17, you're just going to stand. All right, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Yes. All right, we're hoping for a 10. 10, 10, 10. Oof, 18. So lose, win, lose. Yep, 2 losses and a win. So now we are down even more. Oh, no. Oh, no. And this is why you shouldn't gamble, my friend. But like I said, I think it's a good game for, like, if you don't mind your kids playing blackjack. And I didn't mind. But we would, like, get either just poker chips or pennies or M&Ms. And we would play just for fun. And to learn, basic math. But I also understand if you feel that's not the right thing for your kids to do. Different strokes. I mean, my dad would set up the blackjack table for all of us, all the little kids and all of us adults, kids, and then he's not like a big gambler or drinker or anything, but just for fun, he'd get like little shots of iced tea, and to all the kids it's whiskey. And they all turned out fine, so they got it was adult, Anyway, all right. I probably shouldn't tell stories like that. Okay, 9. What do we have here? We have 15. So that 15 against a 9, which we assume is 19, you got to hit, even though it's a dangerous hit, a very dangerous hit. Yeah, sorry, bust. Okay, 19, you're just going to hold and hope that you get away with that. A soft 15 against a 9. I think you're just going to hit that, but let's double check our chart. So we have an ace 4 against a 9. Yeah, you just hit it. But look, they show double down on 4, 5, and 6. Yep, because it would be a bust card. All right. Oh, that's pretty good. So now you have 20. So for this guy, he'd be happy with a 10 under here. All right, so that's 17. So win and win. Too bad that guy bust. So now we are not quite even, I don't think. I think we're still down a little bit. What I want to show you is, hold on, let me just put together a little bit of something. Let's pretend that would be there. Okay, I'll just do the rest of this regular, but okay, let me put this one here. Actually, let's look at this too, because I don't really remember. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Let's do that. Ooh, a king up. All right. So a pair of 5s is a 10. And if you split these, then very likely you'll get a 10 and a 10, which would leave you with 2 15s, which are bad hands. So you just want to keep this together. I don't think you ever split 5s. You always split 8s and aces. Oh, we'll do aces. That's right. We'll do that. But let's just double check. Yeah. 5s, so you never split them because you're too likely to end up with 2 15s. So you keep those two together. And against a king, you're going to take a hit. You're hoping for an ace. Let's go ace. All right. Well, that's okay. That's a 20. This 16 against a king, even though it stinks and you don't want to do it, you got to hit that. Otherwise, you're too likely to lose. This guy's too likely to have 20. So you're better off taking a chance. All right, 17. We'll just stay. Now 6s against a king. So you have a 12, or you could have basically what will probably be 2 16s. Well, they're both stinky hands, so you don't want more money on the table. Stick with your 12 and take a hit. That's what I think. Let me double check. Pair of 6s against a king. Don't split them, but look, they do say split them if it's a bust card up, but it's not. This looks like a hair, but it's like a scratch. Oh no, what did I do? It's like a scratch. What does that equal, you guys? 7. What did I say? It was 12, 13, 14, 24? No. 19. What? Where did I get that number? 12 and 7 is 19. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine? That was a dealer. Okay, this is good. You're hoping for a 10. Come on, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Oh, goodness. All right, he has 20. So push, lose, lose. So this pushed and down, down. So now we're losing. We're losing money. We're bleeding cash, man. It's trouble. All right, I kind of want to create a hand. Let me create a hand real quick. Hold on. If I can. So, this is a good one. Actually, I didn't even create all that, but this is a good one. Okay. So, you always split 8s and aces. And the reason you're going to want to split aces is because you're hoping you'll get a 10 and a 10, and you'll have big wins. And it's even better because it's against this bust card, this 5 that the dealer has. So chances are the dealer goes bust. So even if you don't pull 10s, it's still good. So you're throwing money out here. So you put on another bet, and the dealer will split them up. And then with an ace, this I think depends on the rules at the casino. At that table, sometimes it'll be different. For tables, you have to kind of read the little thing that tells you. But some let you take one card after a split, and some let you take more than one. I think that's my memory. I could be wrong about that. So how do we want to play it? One card? I think one card. Boom. Oh, I did not set that up. I want you to know that happened. And that's awesome. So boom, boom. Okay. 17, you're going to stay. 14, you're going to want to stand because you're really hoping this goes bust. So just stay in the game and hope they go bust. That's your chance of winning, right? So 8, oh boy. 16, okay, they got to take another card. 26, everybody's a winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. All right, good job. And then everybody's throwing tips at their dealer. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the tips. All right, that was a good hand. So the other thing that can happen, let me just put together a hand here real quick. I'll show you. You could, sometimes crazy stuff happens. Like, let's say you have aces. All right, let's just pretend we have like that hand. Okay. And so you always split eights, excuse me. So you put your money out and they split them up. And then let's pretend, and I have literally had this happen. Your card comes down like that. And you go, what? I got another 8? Well, you can put more money out and split that again. Now all of a sudden you got, wait, I want to change this card. Sorry guys, hold on. Let me just change them. Let's put a 5 here. Okay. So now you've got that. And then let's say the next card comes out and it's a 2. Well, now you have a 10 against a 5. So I'm sorry, I had a moment where I was thinking about, okay, so you can, now you have 3 bets out, and then you can put another bet by this one, and that means you're doubling down on this. So you have a 10, sorry, I'm dropping my cards, and they give you another card, 12. I think you can take more cards, you don't have to just take one. So 12 against a 5, now you decide, do you want to just count on them going out, or do you want to hit that 12 against the 5? I think you just stand. So you're just going to stand. It's not a great hand, but you're just going to stand. Okay, so this one, 18, you just stand. This one, let me find a card that's more interesting. Maybe, let's see. What's a good card? Nope, not that one. All right. No. Sorry. This is what I meant to do. Okay. So 8, 9, 10. No, I was right the first time. You guys, my math sucks. Sorry, I'm confusing things. I just want to show you. Okay. So let's say you did 8, and then you got that 3. 8. No. 9, 10, 11. Yeah. Why am I having trouble counting? Oh my gosh. More and more, you guys. I think my memory's cuckoo bananas. All right. So now you have 11 against a 5. You're hoping the 5 goes bust. So now you think, I want to put more money on the table. So you put another bet up there, and then you get a card. Okay, so now you're 11, 12, 13, 14. You got to stand. You're just hoping they go bust. You've got a lot of money on the table. You've got a double. You've got a bet. You've got a double. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bets out. Things are looking really good so far. You're just hoping he has to take another card because it's 15. You're hoping it's a 10. Come on. Oh, that does it. a winner. All right, that was fun. That was a good hand. They don't all work out. Sometimes you put all that money on the table and you lose them all. I will warn you. The only ones you'll hear about are when people say, this one time I split and I doubled and I split and I doubled and I won them all. They don't tell you about the time they split and they doubled and they lost them all. Just remember that. Okay. This dealer's getting a lot of bad cards. All right, so you have 20, you just stand. 14 against a 3, you're just going to stand because you're hoping they go bust, and you're likely to go bust. 19, stand. Okay. Not much action. Oh, okay, 6. So now you're hoping he gets a 10. 6, 7, 8. Oh, boy. And 7 is 15. Yep, so he has to take another card. 25. Winner, winner, winner. This game's easy. I should go to the casino right now. Just kidding. Not really. Oh, blackjack. Alright, we gotta check our down card. You're good, blackjack, you get paid. That's the other thing, too. If somebody at your table had blackjack and you know that you're... Nah, I take it back. That doesn't matter. Nah, that doesn't matter. That's more just if you're playing at home. If you're playing at home and you know they checked, you know at least that they don't blackjack. But that's if you're playing at home. Because I think they always check a 10. I think so. Oh, that's one thing I didn't tell you. If the dealer had this ace, then it's pretty likely the dealer has blackjack. So what they'll do is say, insurance, anyone. And then if you want, you can put up, I think it's usually half your bet. So if you have a $2 bet, it's $1. And that way, if he has blackjack, you don't lose. But you do lose the insurance, I think. See, I've never in my life done insurance. I always just go, no, I'll chance it. But I did notice on some of these, they have here that if you have a 16 and the dealer has a 9, 10 ace, you should surrender. And a surrender is you just go, I'm out. And, I've never done that either. I think you lose half your bet. Is that what happens? I've never surrendered and I've never bought insurance. This is how I live on the edge. I think if you surrender, you lose half your bet. I think that's how it works. And if you buy insurance, you basically pay. And if they don't have blackjack, they just take that money. And if they do, they take the money, I think, but you don't lose your bet. Is that right? I should look that up. Can't do it now. All right. So, winner, 14 against a 10. You got to take a hit because you're assuming they have 20. Good job. 19. I mean, it's good. That's good. We'll stay with that. And then this is a soft 18 against a 10. Do you hit that? I'm going to say yes. Ace 7 against a 10. You hit that. So now it's a hard 18. You just have to stand. Oh. So win, lose, lose. All right, am I forgetting everything? Anything? Is that guy's... I don't know what I just said. Does that give you the gist of the game? You know, in the basement, I have vintage stuff. I have a vintage, it's like a blackjack, a foldable blackjack table with a little mini, no, not blackjack, sorry, roulette. A roulette table with a roulette wheel. But I don't know if there's any point to explaining that because it's such a, roulette's kind of a simple. I mean, I guess I could explain it. I think roulette's like a silly game. Although I know one time we were on a cruise and my husband walked up and threw a chip. I mean, he had a couple around, but he put one on 16 because it's my birthday. And it won. And you win like 34 to 1, I think. So then he played like 4 more spins. And he put it on 16. It ended up coming up, I think, 2 times during those 4 spins. It was bananas. But in the years since, he's always gone, I'm going to go play 16. And he just loses. But it is weird when that kind of thing happens. All of a sudden, you're like, I have the key to all understanding. Oh my gosh, this went way longer than I thought. You guys, I am definitely flooding you with content that I don't know. Maybe it's way too much. Well, hopefully you enjoy it. All right, I will talk to you soon. I should have counted these cards before